Hi, I'm looking at doming today. What is doming? Doming is when you put another layer of resin over a piece to dome it, to raise the edge. If you look at this one, you can see I put several layers of resin on top there, and it just gives it a nice raised surface. It's not so much domed, it's more of a flat top, but that is the shape that I wanted for this piece. So it doesn't always have to be an actual dome shape when you're doming. I tend to use the normal resin that I use for all my pieces, which is a bit runnier. Most people use the thicker resin for doming, which is a bit more honey-like. I'm going to do both today just so you can see. This is my normal resin that I would dome with. So I'm just going to pour some into the middle there. Like I say, it is quite runny, this one. You do have to work quite quickly with it, but at the same time carefully. So you're going to pull it out to the edges. Hope you can see what's happening here. I'm not going right to the edge at the moment because I don't want it to run over the edge. If it does run over the edge, which it will when you first start, don't worry, it can be solved. We'll go into that in a different blog. So, sorry, I can't talk and concentrate at the same time. I'm coming right to the edge now. I'm using my silicone tip brushes, or sticks, whatever you want to call them. I find you get a bit more precise detail with them, right down into that point there. Obviously I'm wearing gloves because it's quite likely my fingers will come into contact with resin doing this. It is something that you learn as you go on. I mean, when I first started doing this, I used to put far too much resin into the middle, and of course it would be just running everywhere, finding its own level, and you just end up with a big resin mess, which you probably will if you're just starting out. It's all a learning curve, don't worry. I find also that I like to keep turning my pieces because under the light, I always have like a desk lamp on over it. You see the bits that you've missed as you turn it. The light hits it at different angles. Right, so I think that's actually there, and I don't think I've gone over anywhere. If by moving it, I can see if I've gone over because there would be a spillage on the plastic. I'm using an old plastic lid from a sandwich box. Okay, so what I tend to do, rather than just move it now straight to the lamp, which could then cause an overspill, I use my UV torch, and that just gives it a quick blast, keeps it still. There's lots of tiny bubbles in this piece. It's okay, sometimes I think they add to it. Also, there's bits of glitter there, you can see. So I'm now going, that's okay now, it's not going to spill anymore, so I'm going to put it onto one of these and pop it under the UV lamp for about 5 minutes. So while that's under there, I'm going to try another one now with the thicker resin. So you can see the difference in this. Right, this is going to take a bit longer to pour out. Need to shake it down a bit. I need 2 hands on this one to actually squeeze it out the bottle because it's so much thicker. You can see, look, it's very much like a honey substance. But the advantage is it doesn't run straight to the edges, being that bit thicker. I'm actually going to hold this one because it's going to move around on the plastic tray. You can see how much thicker it is. What I could have done is taped this down with some resin tape, which would have been quite sensible, really. and it would have kept it in place. Because it's thicker, as you touch it with the silicone stick, the whole piece just wants to move around on the plastic. But like you see, you're less likely to get an overspill with this, with it being so much thicker. Okay. Can you tell that I'm not so comfortable working with this one? I think it's what you get used to using, what works good for you, what you feel comfortable with, and overall what you enjoy working with. After all, it's all supposed to be for enjoyment, isn't it? Right, I think that's got it. I don't know, you see, as you turn it, you see little bits where it hasn't gone right to the edge. Resin will always find its own level. My table's not very level, to be honest with you. Which probably doesn't help, but I get by. Can't always have everything perfect. Okay, I think that will do that. Give it another quick blast with my UV torch. These torches are brilliant. I love them. The link is on my tools and materials page. But they're lovely if you're just trying to do something quickly, or a little awkward piece that's awkward to get into the light. Right, I'm going to take the other one out now because that's probably okay. And we'll swap that onto there, pop that one under the lamp. Whoops. And have a look at this first one that we did. Right, that's raised it a bit, can you see there? But I tell you, I'm going to put another layer on there as well, I think. So we'll go through again with the thinner one again. Just wipe off my brush from the thick one. Okay, so we're going to put another thinner layer. Not thinner layer, using the thinner resin. It's all UV resin, obviously. So, you know, with this one, I can move it around because it's more like water, and it's not moving my actual pendant around. I think maybe one of the other differences is with using the thinner one, you'd probably have to put more layers on to get to the thickness that you want it to be. Whereas maybe with the thicker one, you can get your result quicker, maybe. But it's just that I think as this is the resin that I work with mainly for all my pieces, I just use this one. I think I had the thicker one by mistake, actually. I probably ordered the wrong one once. So I just keep it for occasional use. Right, that should be done. Let's see if the other one can come out from under the lamp.